Hi, and welcome back to another motivational moment. Listen, I stopped by really quickly to share a few takeaways from yesterday's sermon entitled, I Need a Hand. And the scripture references Acts 9, 1 through 5, and 8 through 17. My pastor said, there is some part of you that is incomplete until you have been touched by the hand of someone. Touch is critical for human survival and feedback. We all have missing things in our lives. We come to church, but is church in us? We read the Bible, but is the Bible in us? You give God your laundry list of wants and needs, but do you stand still and wait for his answer? God will put people in your life at the right place and the right time. He placed his hand in Saul's life as he was on the road to Damascus. Sometimes God needs to lower your arrogance, and it may be the only way he can save you. Our low place is a place of clarity. God can get our attention in our low places because that's where we can hear God the best. So make sure you thank God for your low places. And I know somebody's thinking, well, why would I thank God for my low places? Well, if you think about it, when everything is going good, a lot of times people don't have time for God. Come on now, y'all know what I'm talking about. God, the life is good. You may thank him if you think about it, but you don't have time to really think about God because you're too busy enjoying life. But get into your low place and you have all the time in the world to talk to God, to pray about stuff. You get in your word, you light some incense, you wave around some fig leaves or whatever it is that you do. Use a singing bowl or whatever you use to get God's attention. You have time now so you can hear from God. But when everything was going good, you didn't make time for him. I digress. Let me move on. Look at your life and think about the things God has used to get you where you are right now, specifically the people who have helped you in your life. God sent Ananias to change Saul, even though Saul was trying to take out the church. Come on now, we all know a modern day Saul. Ooh, that was my stomach. Excuse me. I need to go get something to eat. But let me finish this up. We know a modern day Saul. I'm not going to mention his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Can we look beyond someone else's faults and see the best in them like Jesus does for us? You know, we're so quick to point out the worst in other people, not realizing that God looks past our faults. He looks beyond them and he still sees our need. God looks past I was going to say something I shouldn't. The person that we are, and he still sees the good in us. Ananias allowed his heart to be an extension of God's heart, and he became and because of that, Saul was changed. Ananias allowed his heart to be an extension of God's heart, and because of that, Saul was changed. I want to encourage you this week to allow God's heart to be an extension of your heart to be a change for somebody else. God can and will put you in a position where you need another hand. There are some things we just cannot do by ourselves. I'm not the tallest of individuals. I'm average height, 5'5". So anything above that, I need a hand to be able to do, because I'm just not going to be able to reach it. And that hand could be a ladder. It could be somebody taller than me to reach something that I need. But we all need a hand. Some people say all they need is God, but then they isolate themselves from people. But God is in the business of making things happen through him and his people. See, God uses his people to make things happen in your life and in my life as well. So let's stop cutting people off. So here's some key takeaways and I'll let you be. God can use anybody to bless you. Let me say it again. God can use anybody to bless you. God will use people that you don't even know you. People that don't even like you. He will use them to bless you. Number 2, God doesn't wait until we get it together to fix us. He takes us as we are. I don't know about you, but I'm thankful that God took me as I was. He didn't wait for me to get my life together in order to say, okay, Michelle, now you're welcome in. So we need to learn to take people as they are and not wait for them to get their lives together. And number 3, God knows things about us. Now, this is going to get you. God knows things about us that others don't know. And some of those things we wish God didn't know. But guess what? He does know. So just because other people don't know your little secrets, God knows. So always be careful with that. So I just want to leave you with that thought that we all need a hand. Stop going around thinking that you don't need anybody. You can do everything by yourself. Yeah, there are some things I can do by myself. I can load my own weights at the gym. I can unrack my weight if I'm in the squat rack. I can lift the weight off the floor if I'm deadlifting. But if that weight gets too heavy, I need a spotter. I need somebody to stand behind me, not necessarily to touch the weight, but to help me in case I get stuck. I can't do everything by myself, and neither can you. So I want you to keep that in mind as you go about this week. But I also want you to keep this in mind. Somebody somewhere needs a hand just like you do. So try to be a blessing to just one person this week. Promise me you'll do that. If you find more, that's great. But at least one person I want you to be a blessing to and lend a hand. It could be a physical hand. It could be a financial hand. It could be a verbal hand. It doesn't matter. But bless somebody this week. I love you all, and we'll talk again soon.